see. So, we say we start for a few minutes, just long enough to end. Ah, shit. Obviously need to do better planning, but I figured, what the fuck, it's the first hacker.rehab of the millennia. Well, not even a hacker rehab, technically. Christ, could this be any weirder stuff? But I want to be able to hear my shit. Got a different microphone on too, so give me a second. How is this camera? Alright. Alrighty. So, first things first. Yes, hello. Welcome. This is, it's not really a stream. Yeah, you're not watching a stream right now, believe it or not. It's all fake. But the goal of this is to hopefully run through building Peertube, maybe a little bit. But if not, because I I originally set my time deadline to be stopping at 10 p.m. Pacific, which was over an hour ago, or 2 hours ago. And then extended it to midnight, but that's 20 minutes away, so I don't know. We'll see how everything runs. What happened here? It's literally a Klonopin, I think, that expanded like one of those little candies. Alright, well, a legally prescribed Klonopin, I guess I have to say. So, one thing I gotta check real quick before we get started is the audio. Actually, you guys could probably tell me better. How do you think the audio is doing? Yeah, and demo lovers, rip demo lovers being in Florida at this time, during this time. It's mad hot in Florida. It's mad hot pretty much everywhere, but Florida especially, good lord. The humidity plus the plus just everything else going on, not a wonderful scene at all. So thank you for the feedback, by the way, on the audio. So I would actually, I'm curious whether or not it sounds better than it normally sounds, because if it does sound better, then that is A+ hilarious, because I'm using a lapel mic that cost around 10-20 bucks, I think, compared to this honkin' professional mic that I don't know what it cost, but it was, I think, over 100 bucks when I bought it. Just ridiculous. Anyways, what do we got going? Oh, yeah, so alright, thanks for that. I appreciate it. Is there noise? Okay, right on. Well, here, let me try something then. So one thing to note really quick, I have it set up so that Twitch, at the beginning, it was supposed to have already done this before I got on the mic, but it hasn't done it yet. I just got the timer notification that in 4 minutes and 20 seconds exactly, it's going to launch like a bunch of ads that in theory should mean no more ads for anybody for hopefully the rest of the stream. We're gonna see how that works out, but this is the only way I could see to like get rid of ads on Twitch, is to like throw them all in at a time when it's not important. If you guys have ideas or better ideas than that, throw them my way, because I'm all ears. But I haven't really been able to figure anything else out, unfortunately. But here, I'm gonna switch to a different mic real quick. Tell me if it has the same amount of line noise. I'm gonna turn the music down all the way. And let me know if this mic sounds any better. All right, so this is the professional crazy. It should sound better. I mean, honestly, it fucking should. It costs a hell of a lot of money, but it probably does sound better, to be blunt. But is it actually worth it? Is it? Oh, okay. Well, fuck it. I'll use that then. If it's a lot more clear, then fuck it. But I thought I would get away with using my little $10 lapel mic. Guess not. All right. My pirate radio FM antenna keeps getting in my way. I'm going to put this off to the side. It's up to you what you guys want to do after the commercial barrage that's about to come in 2 minutes. We can either do CTFs with I would say Pentester.LIVE, or we can do building HTP.LIVE, which is what's the title. I'm gonna leave that up to you while you decide. I gotta focus this a little better. Boom. There we go. That should be better. But yeah, let me know what you want to do. I could actually run a poll, but I think you guys can literally just fucking tell me in chat what you'd rather see. I'm audible both ways. Yeah, no, I know, but CTF sounds fun. All right, right on. Well, 1 minute and 30 seconds. That'll give me enough time to hopefully build an account and have it ready. Maybe ping our guys over there and get a free account. I'm just kidding. I'd happily support them. So let me do that. In the meantime, feel free to maybe minimize the screen and go check something out. I think it's 2 minutes worth of videos, or 2 minutes worth of ads. So feel free to grab a drink. Actually, I'm gonna do the same. And yeah, we'll reconvene in about 2 to 3 minutes, I think. But this should, in theory, get rid of ads for everybody for hopefully the rest of the stream. We'll see again whether or not that's true. But I'm really hoping it is true, because I can hopefully push them towards the very beginning of the broadcasts, and that way we don't have to fucking play with ads anymore. Because a lot of you are on mobile, right? And you can't ad block quite as easy as you can on PC. And I had to deal with with ads on my Apple TV the other day, and I was just so pissed off that I said, fuck it, I'm gonna try and make something good. So anyways, they're gonna start in 10 seconds, so we will see you on the other side. Also, I want to tell you about this t-shirt too. See you in 5 seconds, or see you in like a few minutes. All right, so for those of you that can still see me because you have ad block on, I'm just gonna create an account. So also, I want to point out, in the background behind me is some drone footage that I took, and it's about 2 to 3 minutes worth of video, but I actually cut it together and looped it. It's actually a really good mute, or a really good it's a really good merge. Interesting. Okay. Well, it says the ad block breaks, and oh god, that's a lot of words. It says it will end in 2 minutes. So I don't know. Whatever. If you're not seeing ads right now, that's even better. I guess I should probably keep it to relatively stupid things right now, unless literally all of you can see it. And if that's the case, then I don't know what the hell's going on. All right. Since some of you are here, I can actually show you transition. as Fantano would say. So yeah, but I don't think this is gonna work with me being quite so big. Let's see if I can make my screen smaller. Ooh, that is so fucking awesome. I love the green screen. So, yeah. Check out this fucking transition I did. Where is it? I gotta look over a camera to get to it. I fucking love the morph transition right here. Did you even see it? Probably not. That's because it hasn't happened yet. It does happen right there, but it actually just looks like the drone readjusting. It's part of the morph, uh, uh, transition though. Right there is where it's changing. It's pretty cool. It works very well on some scenes, and then on other scenes it works like total ass. What concert are you going to see, Dumb Lovers? I'm just stepping through the transition at the moment. One frame at a time. The ad break should be over at this point, so everybody should be reconvened. So the reason this works with this shot is because it's a relatively static shot with not a lot of stuff that needs to change. If I had like a lot of movement in the background or stuff like that, this kind of a transition, the morph zoom, or the morph, what is it even called? I forget. Video of transitions. I guess it's just a morph cut. I could probably show you guys on a different piece of video, but we would be getting way off track at that point. Anyways, it's cool. Like, I like that it was able to make it look like a drone readjustment instead of just like a hard cut. If I had done something like one of those more traditional things, you'd see something like this. Center at cut. It would look more like this, where like in the middle it gets all blurry and then you see two images at the same time. I don't know. You guys probably don't give a shit at all about this, and nor really should you, but like if you're into film stuff and like learning this stuff, it definitely, I don't know, I think it's interesting, so that's all there is to it. Strawberry Girls, an instrumental rock band. Now, that is something I cannot imagine is an easy thing to accomplish live. I gotta put that out there. I would guess that would be very difficult to do live. I fly a Mavic 2 Pro drone that has crashed far too many times. I'm surprised it still works at all, but it does. So I need to take better care of it though, because it's it's eventually gonna say, nope, I'm dead. Sorry, I'm not gonna work anymore. How does an instrumental band do a good show live? And I'm not trying to pick apart what you're saying. Well, I'm actually genuinely curious what they could possibly be doing during a live show to make it engaging or interesting. Seems like a hard thing to do. Let me switch cameras real quick just because I have to kind of be visible. How do I do this? I guess I can. No, I can't do that. Hang on 1 second, sorry. There we go. I'm not sitting in the right position for my other camera, but fuck it, who cares? Transition. Do they have like a really good lighting setup or something, or lots of video and interesting stuff like that, or is there like something else that they do that's mind-blowing? Because yeah, again, instrumental at a certain point, I could, man, yeah, I honestly give them a ton of credit as performers to be able to pull off a instrumental band live. That just does not compute with me. Not that I think it's bad or anything like that. I can't imagine the stress that they have every night just trying to get up on stage and doing a compelling set without a lead singer or a singer at all, let alone 0 singers. And then to add, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It seems really difficult. I think a lot of bands actually lean a little too much on their lead singers because they maybe suck a little bit in certain ways. Like maybe the guitars aren't that great live because they relied on their post-engineering guys a little too much, and maybe those guitars aren't so great when they're live. Or same thing goes with the singers too, though. It usually is the singers, as a matter of fact. But in post, you have your live Pro Tools, excuse me, and you have all those little helpers that you don't have when you're out on the road by any stretch. Although I will say auto-tune is getting so good that they are able to auto-tune live. Let's see. A stage and energy. Polyphia. Wow. So was this whole concert like instrumental concert? I mean, it sounds really interesting. But again, my brain's kind of imploding trying to think of how the hell that would work. It's not a bad thing, by the way. It's just interesting, if anything. Just fix the filter on this camera since I think I'm going to keep this one on. Contrast, I think I got to turn. Ooh, Jesus, not like that. Slightly. There we go. That's 0.02. 0.05. All right. Well, yeah, definitely send me some videos. I want to see it. That'd be awesome. In fact, I'll play them on this. I mean, it might get me copyrighted or whatever, but fuck it. Who cares? Interesting. Yeah. Since other people are interested, send me the links and I'll pop them up for a little bit. In the meantime, I'm actually going to do what I originally set out to do. Sorry for those of you that wanted to see CTF. The only reason I say I'm not going to do CTF tonight is because I talked about doing it with some other people, and I wanted to give them a chance to do it. So yeah, I want to wait for them. Sorry. But you can watch me flail and try and get this shit right for the HTP.LIVE. Those of you that are unfamiliar with what I'm actually even talking about with HTP.LIVE, in the past, there was basically a service that I ran with Peertube, allowed me to essentially host my own version of YouTube, Vimeo, whatever you really want to call it. But it allowed me to host my own instead of having to, well, rely on any of those services. And one of the primary, well, there's two primary reasons. The first one was YouTube specifically, as well as Twitch, were getting very aggressive with copyright shit. And like, you could play 5 seconds of something to comment on it, and you would get copyright crap coming your way. And I got really sick of it. So I decided, fuck it, let's go and just make our own. And that's what I did. And it actually really kicked ass. The only problem with it was I made the very unfortunate mistake of planning for the worst case scenario. And what the fuck is going on with my goddamn password vaults? Jesus Christ, they're there. I knew that was the problem, but man, I could not find any of my logins for something. Anyways, I didn't make a plan for if the shit hit the fan, and the shit hit the fan twice in a row. I was able to recover from the first one, but the second one was just too much. And it really irked me the way that one went down too, because goddamn, like, the amount of effort I had put into everything just, man, fucking killed me, dude. So I on GoFundMe, they apparently actually allowed me to eventually do the GoFundMe for the right thing. They actually, GoFundMe banned me twice. The first time they banned me when I tried to do my GoFundMe for I tried to do the GoFundMe for the legal stuff, and then they banned me for HTP.LIVE because I insinuated that, oh, we'd be hosting it in Russia or whatever the fuck, as a nod to the fact that Russia doesn't have a lot of copyright stuff. We weren't actually going to host it in Russia, and I had to literally explain that to them. And then when I told them, no, look, we're not hosting it in Russia, we're going to host it in the Ukraine instead, immediately they were like, here you go. Just fucking crazy. Like, all this pro-Ukraine, anti-Russia stuff. I get that Putin's a son of a bitch and, like, he's doing bad shit, but goddamn, I mean, literally, what the fuck? You're banning me because I mentioned the word Russia? It was because I mentioned that word too. If I didn't mention it, because I mentioned it the second time, and I just said previously we had considered doing blah blah blah, and just because I had those words in there, they fucking flagged it again. But ultimately, in the end, they actually did allow it, and so I'm actually gonna put it in the stream, and I do see your thing, Demo Lovers. I'm gonna play that in 1 second, but I actually want to see if I can get this to show up. Add a new source, window capture, Chrome, HTTP. I really like Streamlabs' new GoFundMe, or yeah, I'm reading what I see right in front of me. I like their new window capture shit. Like, it's pretty legit. I love it. It matches the title of the process ID on your machine. And so what you get is you get a thing that follows your stuff, like in case it crashes or whatever. Anyways, this is the GoFundMe for it. Like, honestly, I don't expect you guys to definitely donate, but this is one thing that I thought might be a game changer for HTP Live this time around, is if it was sort of, in a way, funded. November, how's it going? HTP Live, coming out of my own pocket, was pretty expensive, and this time around, I want to take some of that sting away. Excuse me. And I'm hoping that we can at least get like a little bit of donation going for it. I'm a realist. I understand 1,000's actually kind of a lot, but I mean, I'll tell you this: I spent easily over 1,000 on the last version of HTTP Live. So you might recall I'm not actually having the best time money-wise because of legal fees and shit like that. And so, yeah, it would be nice if we could do that. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually am gonna wait, and we'll do a quick CTF. And as a matter of fact, we're not gonna do a CTF. We're gonna do a CTF. What is it called? One of the decommissioned CTF run-throughs. I forgot about that. Somebody in the Discord, which you can find at discord.gg/hacker. No, I got it wrong. I don't even know where that takes you, so be careful with that shit. Let me see if I can delete that message. Fuck. How do I delete it? Shit. Son of a bitch. Oh well. Does it really? Oh no, it takes you to wired, but it's not really wired. Alright, let me see if I can get rid of that chat real quick. I don't want you guys, there are new people joining to join the wrong shit. I have no idea how evil or not evil the the fucking places that I just linked. So, out of an abundance of caution, I'm just gonna remove it. Let's see. God damn, why did they make everything so fucking hard? I don't think I can actually filter, is he? Ooh, is this it? No, that'll just block me. And I don't think blocking the owner is a good plan. Call me crazy. I just don't think that's a great idea. Any one of you that are administrators, by the way, or mods, feel free to try and get rid of that. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Hopefully nobody gets owned doing clicks. I'm gonna try one more thing. Twitch.tv. I should actually show you guys all the bullshit that I have to do to try and get rid of some of this stuff. Good God almighty. Alright, I'm just gonna write that. That'll be that'll be enough. I swore there was a way to like delete messages. Apparently fucking not. I guess I could clear chat, but that's not gonna clear it to anybody that's not on Twitch, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm new to computers. I have no idea. I'll tell you what, while I'm getting set up for the run through, and by the way, congrats on your new job, November. I just saw that message, so congrats on that. Yeah, let's play a little bit of this live stream. which it sounds like. Oh wait, I gotta edit special lack because it's gonna be the live stream that they did during COVID. You know, remember when we all locked ourselves inside and the government conducted all the tests on us without us knowing because we were all locked inside? I do. God only knows what the fuck was going on during that time. Jesus Christ. Alright, source. Window. Windows 10 it up. And we are good. I think. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I wonder, I hope they don't like really fucking screw me over on this. If they do, they do. Transform, fit to screen, transition. All right. Get this camera up and running. Oh, it looks like I'm there with them. Sweet. What's up, drummer dude? What's happening with that drummer guy? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna pull myself out of this, and we'll see you after a song or two. Okay, there it goes. I gotta say, if I don't get copy struck, it's great. I guess we'll find out. I'll play one more. Actually, who was that? That was Strawberry. Oh, I'm gonna get it wrong. Let me pod this down. Sorry, guys. I'm cutting the song off in the middle. My apologies. But that was Strawberry Girls. Which I don't think I see one girl. Nope, not one. Except for the Mona Lisa in the background. But they got a pretty good jam vibe definitely going. You know, I guess I can see how this would work live. There's definitely jam bands that play live at like county fairs, stuff like that. I wouldn't even doubt that they started out doing that. But yeah, it's good music. That's all that counts, right? Um, that definitely looks like one of their houses too. So they're really just jamming out, um, doing it right at their own place. Again, I guess this was during the lockdowns and all that stuff. So, are they from the USA? I assume they are. But either way, I dig it. It sounds great, and it's interesting to me that there's a whole circuit of um, instrumental bands. But hey, who am I to be uh, surprised by this? I think I'm just not following along. Okay, interesting. Does it say Monterey? Let me see if I can put this in not studio mode so I can actually read. Monterey Salinas. Okay. Well, that's not too far. Oh, it's doubling the chat. That's why I had the other chat up. Okay. Let me switch this chat back to what it was before. And voila. Okay. So problem is we're a half hour past midnight. My other half has to go to work tomorrow. And the doggos, we did ask about the doggos. They actually have to go for their walk. So I think unfortunately I kind of felt like I wasn't going to get to everything during this, and sure enough, I didn't. But at least I know all the stream endpoints are working. It's been a minute since I was streaming. Unfortunately, No Self isn't going to be able to join us for the rest of the Hacker Rehab season, which we were so close to being through. Only a few more episodes for season 4, but since he's not going to be able to accompany us on the rest of the journey, at least I don't think, but he's got a lot of stuff going on, and unfortunately had to, not unfortunately, but he picked the right thing, which was hanging out with family and doing the things that made sense to him. So that said, though, I'm putting together some things for the next time we broadcast. That it'll be me and one, possibly two other guests, really cool guests. You guys pretty much all know and love them. And if you don't, it's because you just haven't met them or talked with them online. Because once you do, once you figure out who it is, which you won't figure out until I give hints, but I guess the first hint would be, other than that you all know and love them, that they, I say they because there's two, but the biggest one, presence-wise, and just really outgoing and just an awesome person all around. That said, I think I'm gonna wrap things here, just because I hear the doggos getting really upset at me in the background. Demo lovers, to your question at the beginning of this, how are the doggos? Well, not the best, not the worst. My one is getting up there in age. She's that's Joy the big horse, and she's still doing okay, but she's got her good days and bad days. She's got like her little arthritis and stuff because she's older. But I hear her shaking her head and like getting ready to complain at me for not taking him out yet. So in the interest of not being harassed to all hell by the dogs, I'm gonna go and take him out for a walk, and maybe I'll put it up on Twitter as one of those Twitter live stream things, but I can't bring him in the office for a few reasons. One of which is if I turn off the green screen, you can get the idea of why. How do I do that? Here it is. Here's what's actually happening behind me. Yeah. Pretty jarring, isn't it? But that green screen, makes a lot of movie magic happen. But anyways, yeah, that's not so great for doggos. They tend to knock it over. So yeah, good night. Have a good night. And to everybody else that's watching and checking things out, I promise you next time we are going to be, not next stream necessarily, because they, being both of them, have to finish up a few things. But the next time the stream goes live, it'll actually go live at the time that I planned, which is going to be around 4 to 6 p.m. So if you see a stream go live later than that, chances are that it's not going to be exactly what I was planning, and so I'm going to have to condense it, and it's going to be a hang stream kind of like this. I'm not saying that we didn't have fun doing this, but we didn't get to cover everything. One last thing for anybody that's still here, I forgot to talk about this, but this shirt, if you can't read it, let me just zoom in real quick. It says, recording, notice you are being recorded. It's a pretty, self-explanatory shirt, except with the angle that comes along with it. And it's my opinion. I'm not an attorney at law. I'm an attorney at law. There is a slight difference in that spelling it LOL and they spell it LAW. But my experience as an attorney at law tells me that this is actually notification to anybody that you may be talking with, face to face at least, that you're recording them. Plain and simple, even if you are in a one-party consent state. And so I'm certainly hoping that's true, because that's what I'm going to base all of my future stuff on going forward. But yeah, I'm gonna make these available on the HTP-Corp Teespring thing or whatever. I actually had this made locally, but the costs would be way too prohibitive to sell to you guys. So I also want to see the quality difference, because the dude that made this for me made it in a mall kind of kiosk thing, and he charged my ass like 40-45 bucks for it, which just sucked. I mean, I wanted to tell him, you fucking asshole, I know exactly how much the costs are for this. But he was one of those dudes that you couldn't talk to at all, like, because if you said anything that he didn't agree with, he was right and you were wrong. Whatever. Okay, ego. Have fun with that. But anyways, see you guys. It was good hanging out, and I plan to do way more of these to get back into it, and might see a little bit of a drop off for the next month or so. And I only say that because there's a lot of things happening in my life that are gonna hit really fast paced, but in my downtime I definitely plan on doing this. That said, I'm gonna pod this back up, this being these guys over here, and yeah, I'll play them out, and have yourself a great rest of the night. And yeah, like, hack the planet, shut the fuck up and get a lawyer, and have yourself a good time. Peace.
My love for you has brought me out of me. My love for you has brought me out of me. My love for you has brought me out of me. My love for you.